Aloha, Hannah of Light, Pink Bella from Pink Bella Aloha Therapy. Welcome, August 2nd, 2017. Thank you, Facebook Live, for working, please. This is a Facebook Live, Facebook Love. I will be moving over to YouTube and doing the monthly energy read shortly. So I'm a Blu-ray, a twin flame, a quantum healer. I offer energy balances and sessions for you on your twin flame journey, but also for your soul mission, to empower you to be the divine soul that you are. If you're a starseed, a light worker, your ascension journey, all of that, that's what I'm here to do. That's what I was guided and gifted as part of my twin flame journey. So this is the month of August. This is the Leo energy. We're preparing for eclipse season. We have 2 eclipses, August 7th and August 21st. We have the Lionsgate, which everyone, if you're feeling the energy, it is intense and it's getting more accelerated every day. These cards came through last month. So this is an 8-8 month. We're going through accelerated motion. We're preparing to become more of who we are and remember more of why we came and what our gifts are. And we're stepping into our empowerment. We're taking our power back from all things, including the original twin flame journey. So just to let you all know, this week is booked up for sessions, but I do have availability for next week. The Lionsgate and lunar eclipse, even though the Earth dates are 7th and 8th, the energy goes throughout the entire month. So there's lots of availability next week and the week after if you would like a session for you, your personal journey, or your ascension journey, or your soul mission, and also, of course, your twin flame journey. We're all part of the puzzle. We're all currently at a grid point on the planet that we need to be at. The separations of twin flames right now are for a much higher purpose and divine order, and the separations are for each of us needs to be in our current grid point. At the beginning of this year, I thought my grid point was going to be different, and I have been given opportunities to go and spend time elsewhere, but my grid point is Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm grateful for that, okay? So thank you everyone who's tuning in, and thank you for sharing my work and continue to share my work. So today's title is about the solar flares that we're also feeling. The solar flares started for some on the weekend and also for yesterday. They'll go through all of this week. We've got the lunar eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse on the 7th. We have the Lionsgate on the 8-8. And the Lionsgate was a very intense part of my personal journey as a being to become more of my higher self, to become a teacher and a guide, and to assist all of you. And I had no idea. And it was during a separation period from my twin flame and my twin flame union. So the title today is about solar flares, soul mission, personal soul mission, twin flame missions, and our primary mission, whether you're a twin flame, a light worker, a star seed, and also the primary mission of the 144,000 that everyone's talked about. So in the twin flame community, the 144,000, I'm sure there's been an assumption that they're all twin flames. That's not necessarily true. It's a combination of many beings that came here to facilitate soul mission, anchor light, and change and facilitate a lot of things on the planet. So I was always knowing about the 144,000 before I met my twin in 2010. And I also, we like labels here on the planet. We like to label ourselves, which is good. That's how we find things on Google. That's awesome. But we're not supposed to get too attached to the labels. So I just want to let you know that whatever core group came originally, there's more of us now. There's millions, which means there's millions of twin flames and divine partnerships coming. There's millions of us as light workers and star seeds awakening to our soul mission, which is so key, which is releasing our programming from our family and what we've experienced this so far on earth. So we're in our power. So we trust and have faith, and we can move forward and assist everyone in our reality and the collective consciousness on the planet. We're on the upside. A lot of us have done a lot of the hard work ahead of time. We've been at this a long time. I know I've been working at my gifts since the 90s. I had a huge activation at the Pyramids and Sphinx in 1994 and 95. I went twice, and that completely changed my life. Vegan for 2 years, vegetarian, remembered about healing, started studying Reiki, remembered about crystals. So I was still a little bit of ahead of the curve, and the internet wasn't around then either. So a lot of it was through classes and teachers who were awake before me. But just know that you're all on time. You're all doing perfectly. And if you find my work and or others, it's time for you. It's time to you to elevate to that next level, okay? I'm going to give you a sneak preview of a couple of the messages for the month of August. So I pulled a sacred geometry card for us, and it's change, number 12. So absolutely, we're in a very, very intense period of change. The eclipses are about eclipsing people, places, things, and belief systems out of our life. Boom, like that. You're going to wake up every day feeling different. This is a very accelerated time for the collective consciousness. And then the overall numerology for the month is number 85, follow your dreams. And I know it's backwards here on Facebook. That's what Facebook does. And so the 8 is the month. The 8 is the unity. The 5 is changes, and follow your dreams. This is time for you to follow your dreams. What did you come here to do? You all came here with a specific set of gifts and tools to offer the planet. You're not here by accident. Many of you chose to be here at this time, and it's a perfect time. And right now I have 5 viewers, which is awesome. 5 means change. We're going through accelerated changes. So roll with it every day. Do the best that you can. And I did a whole video yesterday about symptoms to do with the gateway and the ascension right now and the solar flares. So I'll just touch on that a little bit. Oh, the main messages this month are in 8-8. We're going through an accelerated motion, accelerated collective consciousness expansion and personal expansion, and we're stepping into our power, empowerment. We're moving from the lower chakras of fear up to the solar plexus, which is our empowerment. We're taking our power back from belief systems, from what we were given as the rules by our family and society, knowing that when we live in our hearts and we follow our dreams, magic and miracles unfold, and we're supported 150% by Source and the universe. That's why we came. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so where to start? I'll just touch base a little bit with the symptoms again, even though I did a whole video yesterday. So we have a recalibration of our energy body. We are getting downloaded at night while we're sleeping. Our higher self is working with us, as is our team of light. We are being downloaded during the day by the sun, and the solar flares. What will happen is we'll receive these little packets of our new DNA and new light codes. The sun, when the solar flares go boom, we have more of those light codes and DNA activations going off. So our physical body is getting also codes to say, you need to become this now, you need to change this. We will experience that as discomfort, as pain, as many, many things. So the main chakra messages that came forward and symptoms were the root chakra, which is our entire skeleton system, our bones, like lots of aches and pains, headaches. We also that will affect the kidneys and the adrenals, which is related to the emotion of fear. So right now we're going through initiations every single day to stay balanced, to stay grounded, and stay out of fear. Your mind will create a whole bunch of scenarios around fear. Your heart, on the other hand, is your soul. It's your higher self, and it will say, no, this is the way it's supposed to be. So it's a real great time to take very good care of yourselves, choose peace in each moment, and remember that you're a soul here on a mission, okay? So that's the root. And the sacral as well is getting recalibrated to assist and bring us joy and energy and passion for our work and our creativity. And in the past, again, it was related to ego, sexuality, and quick things just to satisfy really quickly. So like addictions and that sort of thing, including cravings for foods. And don't worry too much about the food thing right now. It's all over the map because of the energy. But it was driving us, whereas our soul and our heart are saying now we're shifting now. So really listen to your body every day. Your body will give you guidance when you cannot hear your own guidance. Your body is your light ship. Your body needs lots of love and self-care right now. It's more of a priority than anything. So even if you know you're supposed to be on soul mission, but your physical body is trying to deal with a lot right now, your body is the priority. So take good care of your body. We can't do anything or share anything if we're fatigued or if our body needs something, okay? So aches and pains, I've been experiencing since the summer solstice, lower back pain, which was energy stuck. I know some people have been experiencing like leg, knees, feet, hands, knuckles, elbows, spine. This is all related to the root chakra being adjusted to a new higher vibration. And if you're going very, very fast and not paying attention and not being in the now, your physical body and your higher self will get your attention through physical symptoms. And the solar plexus is also getting upgraded so we can be in our power. So symptoms for that are an upset stomach, not being very hungry. Don't worry about that. Just gravitate towards really good water. I was trying to think of the water the other day. It's alkaline water. Like the word wasn't coming. Alkaline water, regular water that's been, filtered. If you're in an area where there's fluoride, you want to stay away from the fluoride. Fluoride is affecting your gifts. And if you can gear towards brushing your teeth with a toothpaste that does not have fluoride, do that, because just little things like this do make a difference. And I just had it come recently to me. I don't usually buy bottled water. We're very blessed here in Vancouver. We actually have a beautiful water system with not a lot added to the water. There's no fluoride added to the water, but in different areas it tastes different. And recently I was guided to purchase some alkaline water in bottles, and I know you can get containers that will create alkaline water. So there's lots of different options, but water is a beautiful consciousness, and we are mostly water. Water is helping us stay hydrated. And also, if you've had a bad day or you've been around a lot of people and you want your energy cleared, shower, bath, foot bath. Anything to do with water will clear away the old energy and raise your frequency. It's a super simple way. If you can add salts, fantastic. You don't have to. But, it's just another added benefit. Like last night I had an Epsom and sea salt bath with some lavender oil. I felt 150% better after that. Like all of the fatigue from this week was gone. It was beautiful. Okay. So there's all of that going on. Your third eyes are activating, which means more of your superpowers are coming online. So you might remember your dreams more. You might start seeing flashes of light. It's all good. It's all part of your intuitive superpowers coming on board, okay? And the crown chakra as well came forward. Now, what's interesting this week is a lot of the physical body chakra messages came forward, which means we're going to be experiencing physical things this week, and that makes sense. Totally forgot about the solar flares because there's so much going on with the eclipses, and Uranus is going retrograde, and we got Mercury retrograde period already starting. Like August is jam-packed. So just do the best that you can every single day. And the one other thing, I have updated my website. It's not perfect yet. I'm adding a store, but there are packages now that were created specifically for the Lionsgate in this month, which includes either one geometry and one crystal, or 3 sacred geometry and 3 crystals. Your higher self and I work together, and they are energetically placed in your energy field, and you will always have those with you. So they're accelerating your growth and your empowerment and that sort of thing. So there's a couple of packages. One's for Twin Flames, one's for the Lionsgate, and one is for your super intuitive powers, which I also called Goddess Isis, all right? Just remember, you're being initiated every day. You're going to have things that might set you off, where you might feel angry, depressed. You might be going through some lower emotions. You're detoxing. Drink water, have a bath, dance, put some music on, go for a walk in nature. Do whatever, write out a list of things that work for you to keep your vibration and your frequency high. That's what we want to do right now. Okay, so I just wanted to mention about the solar flares. Solar flares do create and bring up anger, things, or depression, or fear. It's just another label for fear, grief. All of it is a label for fear, for that energy in our energy field and our cells to come up and out. So the more we notice that we know, oh, I'm angry right now, something set me off, how can I clear this? Do whatever you need to do. Stop focusing on what's upsetting you and go do something fun. Take your inner child out to play these times. Your inner child will keep your vibration high. Your inner child wants to go outside and play, wants to listen to music, wants to have an ice cream cone. That completely shifts the energy, and it's amazing. So do that for you this week and in the coming weeks of August. And spend time in nature and lots of self-love, okay? Just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to share besides the main topics. I think that's it for now. So I've given lots of information is channeled through this week. We're all going through a lot on a very personal level. So yes, I've been on my journey, my ascension journey, for a long time. My twin flame came into my life from 2010 and 2012. And there was very little information about twin flames on the planet. So based on our circumstances, and my stories on my YouTube channel, I did a little video series called the Blu-ray Diary, just so I knew that it was there, so I could just share it with everyone. And we had to part ways. So I know the separations are important, because during that separation, I became Pink Bella, and Pink Bella Aloha Therapy came forward. My twin went down another road and went through a lot of lessons that he needed to prepare him for us to reconnect. We reconnected officially in 2015, but by then I'd already gone through some very personal things where my higher self was now physically in my body, and I was being prepared for all of you, and it happened around the Lionsgate in 2014. So my twin arrived via his higher self. His higher self first started to visit me in dreams early 2015. We reconnected around the spring equinox. And was it an easy road? No. But we purged a lot more. I know that I did for both of us that at that time. In 2015 and 2016, the twins that have met that were awake, one twin, the team leader, was purging a vast majority of energy for both twins. That has also now shifted this year, okay? Because we've taken our power back and we're allowing the other twin, the other divine partner, to go through what they need to go through to purge their own emotional and mental bodies and experiences. So in 2016, he and I were allowed to spend some time together, which was beautiful, and he was being prepared all year and so was I. So we were the same vibrational match and we were going the same frequency. We were slow and it was beautiful. Now, that being said, we were all still in a period last year where the twin flame union was the mission. I was under that impression for the longest time too, and just wanted to let you know it's separate because the other twin and divine partner needs time. They're going like a turtle. A lot of them are going quite slow. They haven't had that light bulb moment, and some of them have been under programming for thousands of years, and their soul and their higher self and source are working with them. It's a different game plan now for the other beloveds to wake up. Giving us freedom to going into the first topic, our soul mission. What is our soul mission? So I had a great session with a client today on the East Coast. I have a lot of connection with everyone on the East Coast this week, so I really feel like the East Coast of the United States and Canada is lighting everything up, which is beautiful. So, you know, a lot of us have been guided to do many, many things on this journey, trying to figure out our soul mission, asking the angels, asking our guides, not realizing that our higher self and we have the map. Well, we also, at the end of 2012, were given freedom to change our plans based on what makes our heart sing and what we love and enjoy. So whatever you thought was your soul mission, if that doesn't bring you joy and happiness, then go within and really ask yourself, what can I do? What are my gifts? What can I share? That source and the universe can assist and pay me for that, and I can light myself up and everybody around me up. So that's what's happened. The shift happened at the end of 2012. So even those of you who are twin flame, you have your own personal soul mission and gifts that you're to bring to the planet. So if you are in separation, this is that time for you to step into that, because your gifts are needed. They can't wait for you to connect to your twin flame. It's time for you to elevate and come forward. This is a real action-packed month to help us really be clear about what our steps are to move forward. So that is the personal soul mission. And the other thing is that self-love mastery right now is key. And I shared a bit about that yesterday. Whether you're a twin flame or a non-twin flame, you want to be able to stay in the now, have some type of meditation, yoga, walking, workout practice to help you bring you back into balance. And what your physical body right now is going to bring forward symptoms for you to stay in the now and ask your body and your higher self, what do I need right now? What's the priority? The physical body is the priority. As my friend Rion says in Sedona, the suit. We're all in the suit. The suit needs good food. It needs water. It needs rest. It needs exercise. It needs fun, because it needs all of that through all of these energies to be able to be on soul mission and share our gifts, okay? So just know that is, self-care is self-love mastery. Okay, so the second topic I wanted to share about was, what is our twin flame mission? We thought, that was with me. I woke up, suddenly I was a twin flame. Up until then, I had been just ascending, but I met my twin flame in 2010. By 2012, almost all of my abilities that I was able to accept at that time had come forward. And I got my crystal collection out. I started a Reiki practice at home with crystals and angels. I got a space for all of that. So all of that got prepared and set up in 2014. but I was also pulled to help all of you. I was in a real confusion. I didn't know what was going on. And then at that time, in 2014-15, the information was, well, you meet your twin flame and that's your mission. And that's what a lot of us believed for a long time. But if that other twin is not ready, if that other twin or divine partner is not at a high frequency and they're not on soul mission and they don't know that they have a higher self or that they're here to connect to source and bring the gifts forward for the new, then they're not ready. So if they're not ready, we're not ready. So then what? Then what? Then you go back to, what is my soul mission? You go back to number one. That's the priority. Your soul mission and self-love is the priority. And taking care and going, just go with the flow, whatever you can do every day. Some days you'll have more energy than others. Some days you'll just need to sleep and rest and just say, I've done the best I can today. This is all I can do. All right. When some twins have come together, and there's 3 levels of twins that I know of right now. So there's millions of twins now, but not all twins are together to do a mission in the same way. The first wave of twins has a completely different mission than the second wave and third wave. Everyone will sort that out when they reconnect with their twin. But in the meantime, there are those of us on the first wave that haven't reconnected with our twin. But we came in as teachers and way showers to facilitate and assist all of you. And right now, I'm very grateful that I can do that. And I'm very, very grateful that I went through so much already this year to get even deeper into my work and my connection to source so I can help all of you. There's new tools coming through every single day. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful knowing that my twin needs to go through what he needs to go through. So I was shown last September what a big, just a snippet of what my mission will be with my twin. And it blew me away. And I definitely know it's not the time for that right now. And I also know that my twin at that isn't ready, but it'll be in the next few years. So it's going to get pretty awesome on the planet pretty soon. But you need to be as bright a light as you can, because when you do come together with your twin, the light is going to be so bright that where you're going to be on the planet has to be prepared for that. That grid point has to be prepared, okay? So yes, there is a twin flame mission, but if you're not with your twin and you're not in union, your soul mission and your self-love mastery is the priority. And then the third title I want to talk about today is our primary mission. And how does this differ from our soul mission? Well, I didn't even know about the primary mission until recently. This is really interesting. So some of us came from another timeline to be here to change what could have happened. So as an example, some of us, we took on many parts of a mission, not just being a twin flame. So some of us came from another timeline knowing that we don't want something like the fall of Atlantis or the fall of Lemuria to happen again. That we don't want souls on this planet who aren't awake yet to cause a lot of grief and problems. But we had to be incognito for a long time, which is why our intuitive abilities, it's taken time for them to come online for myself and a lot of you. So we really got the green light at the end of 2012, and it's 2017, but it's had to be gradual. We've had to wait for a lot of the collective consciousness on the planet to wake up, and a lot of that is happening through these gateways, and the Lion's Gate is just as powerful as like an eclipse or an equinox, okay? So I wrote down a couple things came through about the primary mission. Your primary mission could have been meeting your twin flame and having another deep level of your awakening and facilitating that with your twin as well. Your primary mission might have been that you've been stuck in this karmic wheel for a long time. It's been about your own personal awakening and ascension. And then the third option that came forward was you came to help your soul group, your soul family or your personal family awaken to a higher degree of consciousness, knowing that when we come in, we take on the DNA of the family that we incarnate through, and we came to kind of be like the black sheep of the family and say, no, I'm not doing that anymore. No, I don't care that that's a family trait. I don't do that. And that's what a lot of us came. We came here, I call it template busting. We came here to bust templates and bust realities and say, nope, not doing that. So as an example, something came forward for this morning, and I was like, see, we came onto a planet where everyone was programmed to be married and have a lot of children. And that may or may not have been part of your journey, But a lot of us just went, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. And many twins and divine partners are in partnerships because everybody was running that program. So that's something that a lot of us have said, no, that only if I'm guided to, that's what I will do. And that was always part of my reality, but I didn't know at the time that I was here to shift some of that, as many of us were. So that's just an example. I just want to talk a little bit more about primary mission, because my primary mission just came forward maybe 4 to 6 weeks ago. And I was having a conversation. It might have been when we were going through a full moon or a new moon. And like many of you, we go through ups and downs where we miss our beloved. But I've got some tools for that now. So it probably was before the June solstice. And I was having a conversation with my higher self and source while I was walking at the beach. And I was asking on behalf of all of us. Many of us have gotten to the surrender stage and let go. We've hit the twin flame ceiling. Now what? Why does this person keep coming back in dreams? Why do I still feel a need to connect with the soul? Like I've surrendered and I've let go. So my higher self shared with me that this was my primary mission, that I specifically, all of these missions sound great. And I've been involved, all of like the personal awakening, the twin flame awakening, the family. I've been working at that my entire existence on this planet. But what was gifted to me was you came back and agreed to do all of this because your primary mission was to find and meet your twin and help your twin elevate and remember who he is, to help him get going, like get kind of a reboot, like a button reset, so that he can elevate and find his way out of the karmic wheel. Many of us have not seen or connected with our twins energetically in this physical reality for thousands of years. My information was 10,000 years. And that's why sometimes when we're with our twin and we part ways, it's so painful because it's been such a long time. But in time, in a reality, it's like a couple of days, but it feels like it's been a long time. But what I was given with the work that my twin and I did together last September was I passed the baton to him. So my higher self, but it took me a while to get it. I still didn't get it for a long time. So I passed the baton to his higher self in September. I didn't catch up to that reality until March of this year, when it came to a crossroads where I started to understand that the higher self of my twin was giving me different information than the earth version of my twin, and that the earth version of my twin was going back into ego, being stubborn, I don't want to go forward, that sort of thing. And so I was guided to choose me, to take care of me, and that's the self-love mastery. And when I did that, yes, I was upset for about a day. And then the next day I woke up kind of relieved and free. And my higher self said, you chose correctly. You chose yourself. That's what's so necessary right now, because the other twin's higher self is trying to get through to them. And they will get through to them the same way that our higher self is getting through to us and working with us. And that's when we let go, surrender, we trust and have faith that everyone on this planet has a higher self and that their higher selves are trying to work with them and wake them up. But that my gift was, I've done enough right now in person, and there's no more stress about rushing around and trying to assist my twin, except energetically once in a while, sending him love and light and clearing our energy. Okay. But that softened my heart, because I didn't know that we had a primary mission. And I didn't know that my primary mission was to facilitate assisting my twin to remember that he is a twin, that he has all these abilities, that this is why he came, because he's been deep in his family karmic programming for thousands of years. So I'm in gratitude that I was able to do that and to connect with him in such a beautiful way. I know a lot of, my twin is a divine masculine. I know a lot of the divine masculines are going through a lot. Even 6,000 miles away, I can feel it. I can feel the processes of still trying to be in the mind and having the mind make decisions while the heart is pulling towards true love. And I just want to let you know that when you get to the let go and surrender stage, that it allows the twin or the divine partner to accelerate their spiritual journey and their awakening, and they will remember more sooner than if you're there constantly trying to help them remember. That's a tough one, because as humans, we like to control things and say, wake up. And that's the information that I was given, is that allow that soul to go through what they need to go through. Okay. So just remember too, if you don't have a twin flame, it's all right. Your primary mission may be your personal awakening and ascension, knowing that you have a soul mission. Everyone here has a soul mission on the planet. Everyone has gifts that they're awakening to share. Some of your gifts are so advanced that it just hasn't been time yet. So some of you might be super, super bored because you're like, okay, I know I have a soul mission. I have no idea what it was. Well, imagine that you are from the future and you're waiting for this conscious reality to wake up and you're going to remember. So just always ask your higher self before you sleep, I'm ready for soul mission. I'm ready to do what I came to do. Let me know what that is. I have no idea. Okay, so you can start the process like that. And then some of you, like I said, may have come to clear your family DNA and clear your Akashic records and elevate the family by being the black sheep, by going out and doing what you need to do and just showing them like, yeah, that's your way. This is my way. And you're already shifting your DNA for generations to come. Okay. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully that all inspires you and that makes you feel like warm-hearted. And just remember to take really good care of yourself this week. I'm going to just take a little break and then I'm going to do the live monthly reading on YouTube. So lots of love and aloha, everyone. I'm just going to answer some questions. Thank you, Julian. Thanks for coming in, Ingrid. Can someone be their twin and not know it? Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of twin flames that are in awake right now. There are twins that I've had a conversation with my twin about twin flames last September, and the concept confused him. I don't blame him. I remember when someone told me, I didn't really understand it either because there wasn't a lot of information. Now for all of you, you know what? There's too much information. Like if you go and look and see how many people are doing readings and all sorts of things around twin flames on the internet, I would be overwhelmed, because when I started to share around twin flames last year, there was hardly anyone, and that's why I was guided to do that. So that's why too I've expanded my sessions to include light workers and starseeds and soul mission, because I've done all of that and I'm here to help a lot more than just twin flames. But I want to let you know that a lot of the males, a lot of the divine masculine, whoever's carrying the divine masculine, whoever's not awakened yet, the twin flame label might not resonate with them. Even a few months ago, my twin and I were talking about twin flames, and I could, in a way, afterwards think he hasn't done his research on it yet. So it's on his list, but he hasn't gotten to it yet, just because, for a lot of the divine masculines, their lives are so busy to keep them going at a fast pace so they don't feel what they really wish for, because they're in a reality where they feel that their wishes are the lowest of the priority. But even a few months ago, he said he was still having a hard time with the concept. My last communication with him, he said he understood all of it. So he was at the understanding point mentally. So now it's just time for the rest of the reality, his heart and all of that, to catch up and understand. And his higher self is working with him, and I know that. So absolutely, even if you meet your twin, this is usually what happens, is the two twins will meet. Everyone will get activated. One will absolutely go, oh my gosh, I'm your twin flame. And the other one will go, I don't know what that means. You might not even know someone is your twin flame until months later. I know many souls that know their twin flames from growing up, from someone else through the family for years, and it's only been in the last couple of years that the connection has activated them and that they realize, and it's because our higher selves will say, okay, it's time now for the next level of ascension and activation, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Lots of love and aloha. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do some Facebook Lives now. Have a beautiful day, afternoon, wherever you are. I'm going to post this up on YouTube. If you'd like to book a session or reading for this month, I've got availability next week and lots of specials on. Love to work with you. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.